Hi, PerspectiveWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Tuesday morning, August 4th. Isaias became a hurricane last night, reached Category 1 status, and then made landfall in Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina. It is accelerating to the northeast right now, already moving at about 28 miles per hour, causing some torrential rainfall in the Mid-Atlantic region, including the I-95 corridor region of D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. Expect torrential rainfall over the next several hours in the Mid-Atlantic region, powerful wind gusts, the potential of some tornadoes, potential of some power outages. It is all racing to the northeast. So the good news is it looks like it'll get on out of here by the end of the afternoon or the early part of the evening for the most part in the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor. But a lot of flooding to go through before we get to that point in the day, late in the afternoon, early evening. Here's the latest satellite imagery loop. The center of it is right over this region right here. Again, it came ashore last night in North Carolina. It did regain hurricane status as a weak hurricane, Category 1. Will race to the north and east over the next several hours, even accelerating more so than it has over the past 6 to 12 hours or so. Again, moving now to the northeast at 28 miles per hour, maximum sustained winds of 70 miles per hour. So indeed, the combination of the torrential rain and the powerful winds can cause, unfortunately, some power outages in the Mid-Atlantic region, in the northeast U.S. Again, the only good news here is that it's moving so quickly, it'll get on out of here for the most part by tonight in the I-95 corridor region between D.C. and New York City, a little bit later than that up across interior New England. And here's the latest official position as depicted here by the National Hurricane Center and its forecasted track. Again, located right now over the border region of Virginia and North Carolina. Came ashore overnight, not too far from the North Carolina, South Carolina border, right in this region right here as a Category 1 hurricane. Now, tropical storm status, only going to weaken slowly here over the next several hours. That is one of the problems why we can expect powerful winds all the way up the I-95 corridor region throughout the Mid-Atlantic region. It's interacting with a very strong upper-level jet stream, kind of becoming extratropical, and that slows down its weakening even though it's over land. And again, accelerating, already moving 28 miles per hour to the north-northeast, and it'll slide on through New Jersey and then up into the interior part of New England by later on tonight, and then continue on its course all the way into southeastern Canada by late tomorrow and tomorrow night. But again, a rapidly moving system, but it will produce some torrential rainfall over the next 6 to 12 hours or so in the Mid-Atlantic region. Here's the latest radar loop, and again, already some flooding conditions on the roadways. Take it slow out on the roadways. Turn around if there's any deep water ahead of you. And there are some tornado warnings, mostly as a result of what's showing up on radar right now, but certainly isolated tornadoes are a possibility. Usually that occurs on the right side of the storm track. So in this case, that's basically from I-95 and points to the south and east where there can be some tornadic activity. And again, expect some widespread flash flooding, and it is racing to the north and east. So by later in the afternoon, it'll start winding down, certainly in the D.C. area first, then Philadelphia and New York City, and it all gets out of here overnight tonight, and it moves very quickly up into New England. But again, expect some significant rainfall and some powerful wind gusts as well, and that can result in some power outages. Well, here's a map of the European model run from last night at 0Z from, again, the European model. This is the total precipitation over this upcoming event, and it can certainly add up to 2, 3, 4, 5 inches right along the I-95 corridor region, certainly enough to cause some flash flooding. Some spots could even have 6+ inches of rain over the next 6 to 10 hours or so. The torrential rain in such a short period of time can cause numerous areas, low-lying areas, to undergo some flash flooding conditions, even on the roadways. Just in the past few hours, the roadways have really filled up with water here in the southeastern part of Pennsylvania. Of course, visibility is cut down as well with such torrential rainfall. So this, again, is the total forecast amount of rain from the system over the next 12 to 24 hours or so. Significant rainfall amounts of up to 6 inches in some spots from Tropical Storm Isaias, which is accelerating up to the north and east over the next 6 to 12 hours. That's it for now. For PerspectiveWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.